Welcome back to Gist with D, your favorite gist coach. Grab your popcorn, pull up a chair, and get your headphones plugged in properly because today we are diving deep into the Nollywood trenches. Now, if you have been anywhere near social media over the last few weeks, you know that Bimbo Ademoye is pretty much the undisputed queen of our screen. Whether she's playing a hilarious, loud-mouthed Lagos babe, giving us raw emotional drama, or producing viral hit after viral hit on her YouTube channel, the woman delivers. She's relatable, she's talented, and let's be honest, she's practically impossible not to like. So you can imagine the shock across the industry when rumblings started flying around that a group of top Nollywood directors are suddenly pulling back, hesitating and straight up refusing to book her for their upcoming projects. Wait, what? Bimbo Ademoye? The same Bimbo that guarantees millions of views and box office tickets just by having her face on the poster. Now I know. When I first heard this rumor, I had to double check my sources because it sounded like complete madness. But when you look past the clickbait headlines and actually talk to the insiders on set, the real reason behind this boycott is going to blow your mind. Let's start with the first big complaint floating around director cycle. And honestly, it's almost funny when you think about it. What's on the street is that a few high-profile directors are tired of Bimbo completely outshining their lead actors. Think about it. You are a director, right? You cast a big-name hero and heroine for your multi-million naira movie and you bring in Bimbo Ademoye as a supporting character or co-lead to add a bit of spice. The camera starts rolling and Bimbo does what Bimbo does best. She breathes life, energy and unscripted comedy into the scene. What happens when the movie hits the cinema or Netflix? Nobody is talking about the lead actor's intense dramatic monologue. Everyone is on TikTok repeating Bimbo's one-liner, making memes out of her facial expression, and asking why she didn't get more screen time. Working with Bimbo is a double-edged sword. She's good that if your lead actor isn't operating at 150% energy, Bimbo will chew them up and spit them out of the screen without even trying. So some directors are literally afraid that putting Bimbo in their ensemble cast will turn their serious projects into the Bimbo Ademoye show. Now let's move on the second reason, and this one comes directly from the crew members on set, the camera guys, the sound engineers and the continuity managers. If you ever watch Bimbo's behind the scene clips, you already know she's an absolute menace on set. In the best way possible, she improvises constantly. She throws in spontaneously Yoruba proverb, wide ad-libs and physical comedy that isn't anywhere in the script. Why the audience love it in a final edit? Do you know what it does to a live film set? It causes chaos. Posters keep breaking characters and busting out laughing mid-scene. The camera crew and audio engineers end up whizzing behind the microphones, ruining perfect takes. A scene scheduled to take 45 minutes ends up taking 3 hours because nobody can keep a straight face while Bimbo is riffing. In Nollywood, time is money. Every extra hour spent giggling on set is extra money spent on equipment rentals, location fees, and crew overtimes. So, why Bimbo is having the time of her life being a comedic genius? Directors who are strictly watching the budget clock are sweating bullets. They love her energy, but their production managers are pooping aspirin in the background trying to keep the schedule from falling apart. Now let's talk business because at the end of the day, Nollywood is an industry, not a charity. Over the last year or two, Bimbo Ademoye hasn't just been waiting for directors to call her. She built her own table. Her personal YouTube channel is a juggernaut. Her self-produced project draw millions of views within days, racking up massive ad revenue and brand sponsorship. Because of this, two massive shifts happen. Bimbo is busy writing, producing, steering in and editing her own massive projects. Getting a block of 2 to 3 weeks on her calendar now requires booking months in advance. When an actress can post a video on her own platform and pull 3 million views independently, you cannot come to her offering standard, entry-level cinema pay. Her rate card has naturally reflected her actual market value. Some traditional directors, especially those used to paying actors pennies while taking all the credits, are calling this refusing to work with people or being too expensive. But let's call a spade a spade. My people, she didn't become difficult, she just recognized her worth and prioritized her own empire. When directors say she's getting too tough to negotiate with, what they really mean is we can't get top-tier talent on a budget anymore. So let's bring it all together and answer the main question. Are directors actually refusing to work with Bimbo Ademoye? The short answer is no. Not in the way the drama lovers want you to think. She isn't banned, she isn't blacklisted, and she certainly isn't lacking offers. What we are seeing is a shift in power. Directors who want lazy, easy, low-budget shoots might stay away because she demands high standard and brings overwhelming star power. Directors who are insecure about their scripts or co-stars might think twice before she will steal the scene. But the real visionary filmmakers, the ones who want unforgettable performances, insane engagement, and guaranteed viewership, are still knocking down her door. Bimbo Ademoye isn't losing the Nollywood game, she is actively changing how it's played. And that, my friends, is the real tea on what's going down behind the scene. Don't let the sensation headlines fool you. Our girl Bimbo is doing just fine, securing the bag and keeping us entertained back to back. If you love this breakdown, make sure you share this voice note with a friend who loves Nollywood drama as much as we do. Until next time, stay tuned, stay curious, and keep listening. This has been Gist with D, your favorite gist coach, signing off. Catch you guys in my next video. Bye bye.